Well, when it comes to my 1 gauge, I don't have a whole lot. What you see there on the floor is about the extent of it. I've got another Markland 1 gauge that I picked up just a couple of weeks ago from Stout Auctions. I've got this very nice, runs very well, Ives 1 gauge, the 3239. It really runs quite well, and it's complete too, which surprises me. I think it dates around 1913, somewhere in there, 1914. And then I've got the Bing steam locomotive that I also got from Stout's Auctions here a few months back. Runs real well. You've already seen it run. And this thing down here is homemade, and you talk about a hog. It's a brass 1 gauge. Whoever made it did a lovely job on it. The thing is just immense. It dwarfs everything that I've got. The Poet, the Markland cars are the only thing that come close to it. But it doesn't run too bad. You would think something like that would be very heavy. It's sheet brass. It is not heavy, and subsequently it can't pull a real long train. I thought at first maybe the motor was heating up, because when you run it for maybe a minute or two, you can smell it. I've touched the motor. It didn't feel hot, no hotter than what would be normal, and I think, and I'm just guessing here, I'm thinking that whatever they lubricated it with has a particular odor, and I don't think it was a petroleum product. I might even go so far as to say they might have used castor oil on the thing, or maybe even if it's that old, I don't know if it's before the First World War or right after the First World War or when it was made, but even a chance that they could have sold or used whale oil on it. Whale oil was used as a lubricant clear up into the 20th century. So we'll make it run just a little bit. And a note to Mr. Don Lowe, both headlights are wired and work on this thing. So let's see it go, shall we? And give it a little bit of juice. And maybe we will, and maybe we won't. Yeah, it's one of the rails there that are probably popped up, and it's not making contact because the lights are coming on. So we'll give it a bit of a push to get it started, and then I'll turn the power back on. And let's see where we go. Wrong switch. There she goes. It's a little iffy. Sometimes you got to turn it wide open and then she starts. So I don't know if there's a dead spot on the motor. Let's see if it'll start from over there. Yep, there we go. And the reason it's blinking there is because it's not making contact with the third rail. One of the rails are probably popped up. So we won't have that problem after we solder everything. So that's the extent of my 1 gauge, and it should be a lot of fun when I get it all said and done. Hope you've enjoyed it.